Hello, fourth graders. Today we're going to talk about area and how we can use division to solve for one of the dimensions on a rectangle. So here I have our formula. The area is equal to length times width. So what we know about division and multiplication is that division is the opposite. So if you're given just one of these dimensions and the area, we can use division to solve for the missing dimension. So here's our rectangle. One side we know is 3 feet, and that the whole area is 450 square feet. So what we're going to need to do is take this as our total and divide it by 3. 450 divided by 3. Now there's lots of different ways to do this. One way that we've been talking about is the ratio table. So we're going to go this way this time. For every 1, there's 3. And our number that we want to get to is 450. So we could start by saying, if every 1 to 3, if this was a 5, 5 times 3 is 15. How about 10? 10 times 3 is 30. We need to make a bigger jump here. We want to get all the way to 450. How about if we did times 50? We're going to use that 5. So we know that this 5 we attached to 0, so we're going to attach a 0 to that 15. 150. So here we have, we're getting closer. What if we took this one? So we made it 100. 100 times 3 is 300. Ooh, what do you notice? Ochi's noticing. Ochi, do you see that these two numbers here, 150 plus 300, equal 450? So we can use that information to tell us that 50 plus 100 is our answer, 150. So 450 divided by 3 equals 150, which means that this missing dimension of this top right here, or this bottom right here, is 150 feet. And because it's area, the area on the inside we call square feet. Okay, another way we could have done this is an area model. So what you would do is take chunks to get to 450. So for example, I want my whole thing to add up to 450. So I could say 3 times 100. There, we got to 300. Now we need another 150. 150. What times 3 is going to get you 150? Let's take the 0 off the 150. So 3 times something equals 150. If I were to cover up that 0 there, I would say 3 times what is 15? 3 times 5. Attach the 0. So we are going to put 3 times 50 is 150. Now our whole inside adds up to 450. So these numbers up here, 150, are our answer. So this is the ratio way. This is the area way. And I'm going to show you one more way, but I have to erase my board first. So I'm going to pause you. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way. This is partial quotients, and I'm going to use a different number. We're going to do 252 divided by, and I'm going to use this symbol here, 7. So if this was an area problem, you'd have a rectangle where one side, one dimension is 7, and the whole area on the inside is 252. So what you want to do is you want to think of a friendly number that you can multiply 7 by to get an easy number that is less than 252. So starting small, I'm going to go with 10. So I'm going to put my 10 over here. And I'm going to say 7 times 10 is 70. So I'm going to put my 70 inside of here. And I'm going to subtract 252 minus 70. So here's the 2. This becomes a 1. 15 minus 7 is 8. Bring down that 1 and we have 182. So we still have a ways to go. Let's do another 10. 7 times 10 again. We're going to take away another 70. So you put what you're multiplying by over here, and your answer goes inside of here, and you subtract it away. So we're going to say 2 minus 0 is 2. 8 minus 7 is 1. Bring down that 1. 112. Ooh, still have a ways to go. Let's do another 10. I'm going to put the 10 over here. 7 times 10 is 70. 2 minus 0 is 2. You can take that 10 from there. 11 minus 7 is 4. We're at 42. Okay, now we want to think, 7 times what is 42? And you might have that math fact already in your mind. 7 times 6 is 42. And now that we're at 0, we now come back up here and we are going to add these together. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 6. And our answer should be 36. This is the partial quotient way. You know me, I like to give you all the strategies there are. Some kids really like this way. Some prefer the ratio table. Some prefer the area model. Again, the area would have been a lot like this, where you would have done a 70, a 70, a 70, and a 0. Or maybe went like this. And our answer, this is the same problem, but this time I'm going to take a bigger chunk. I could have said 7 times 30. I put a 30 over there. So 7 times 3 is 21. Attach your 0. Subtract. I took out a whole bunch of these steps. 7 times what is 42? Remember it's 6. Put the 42 there. You add these together, and it's 36 again. All right, I'm going to pause it again so I can erase, and we're going to do another bigger one. Okay, I told you were going bigger. So this time, our area on the inside is 3,521. This dimension over here is 7. 7 meters. The mystery unknown dimension here, or here, and our area 3,521 square meters. So we want to solve for this dimension. If we use the partial quotient way that I was just showing you, you would put the 7 here, make our shape like that. It's like a big weird 7. 3,521. We want to ask ourselves, what's a friendly number we could multiply by 7 to get to a number that's close to here but not more than it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to here and I'm going to say, what's something familiar here? 35. 35 divided by 7 is 5. So if I were to times 7 times 5, I would get 35. But I could make it bigger. Could I make it 50. 7 times 5 is 35. Attach a 0, that would be 350. Could I go bigger? 500. 7 times 5 is 35. Attach 2 zeros, get 3,500, which is 3,500. Ooh, let's leave that 500 here. 7 times 5 is 35. Attach my 2 zeros. I'm going to subtract again. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. I'm left with 21. 7 times what is 21? 3. I'm going to put the 3 over here. 21 here. Subtract. I'm at 0, which means now I come back up here. Add these together. And that is our answer, 503. So this missing dimension up here would be 503 meters. So please use whatever strategies you're comfortable with, practicing the ratio table, the area model, the partial quotients, and email me with any questions. Tomorrow we're going to work on perimeter and using division to find the perimeter. Okay, hope you're well, and I'll talk to you soon.